Are the feelings of stress and anxiety, are they a choice? Like, is feeling stress a choice? Is feeling anxious a choice? So what's up, everyone? This is Muneer coming at you with another video. Very excited. First of all, I want to wish everyone Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak, for everyone that's celebrating, and for those of you that aren't, Ramadan Kareem and Ramadan Mubarak to you guys as well. Ramadan is a time where we are observing what we're putting into our bodies to a certain degree. And that's why I kind of wanted to do this video today, because the feelings of stress and anxiety at this moment in time, the challenges that we're going through as people are quite high. Like, everyone's feeling a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, but a lot of it depends on what we're putting into our mind. So in the spirit of Ramadan, where we are limiting what we're taking into our bodies, I also wanted to start looking into this topic, because it is also a little bit about what we're limiting, what's coming into our mind. So I'm very, very excited to be talking through this with you. Just give me a second real quick. Okay, let me add some really cool effects. Boom, there you go. I like doing little effects on my my YouTube live videos. So anyhow, let's do a little bit of, hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is not happening. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, so why am I recording this video? Well, a little bit, probably about a couple of weeks ago, someone called me. A friend of mine called me, and they were like, you know what? I'm just feeling a lot of stress and anxiety with everything that's happening, and I just can't help it. And I thought to myself, well, is that really true? Can you not help it? And the reality is, maybe you don't know how to help it, but we can help it. What causes the amount of stress and anxiety? And I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to reduce that stress and anxiety and actually turn it into a little bit of more gratitude. So right now, we are at a moment in time where everyone is forwarding like hundreds and thousands of WhatsApp messages that are coming to us on a daily basis, with everyone that has an opinion about coronavirus, or everything that's happening, or all the news articles, all the things that we can't do, all the things that are going wrong, etc., etc. And we are just being bombarded on a daily basis by all the things that could happen, could go wrong, all the bad things that are happening. And so this can cause a lot of anxiety and stress. Now, especially if you are if you're going to bed, and just before you go to bed, you start to, hello, my son is crying in the background, and just before you go to bed, you start to read a bunch of these bits of news. Now, as you know, you may know, I study a lot of the mind and how the brain works, and I do lots of things like hypnosis and NLP. But the reality is, you are literally training your unconscious mind. So if you, just before you go to bed, start reading through all these negative things, then what happens? Perhaps you might ask yourself a question, and then you sleep on it. So in the back of your mind, you see, your mind works while you sleep. And what happens is you go to bed, and all these things, like this question that you might have asked yourself, like, oh, what else could go wrong? After you read some bits of bad news, and you ask yourself, what else could go wrong? And then you go to bed, and your brain works in the background as you sleep, pondering over these negative questions, and your brain comes up with a whole bunch of answers. And then you wake up and you just feel bad, and you have no idea why you feel bad. And it's a vicious cycle. So I want to suggest a couple of things to do instead. First of all, potentially abstain from spending all day looking at news and bad news, etc. I'm not saying don't, it's inevitable, fine, you have to do it, but especially before you go to bed. And here's a very quick suggestion that I have for you, and that is, just before you go to bed, ask yourself some empowering questions. And here's what I mean. Ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? And come up with 3 answers. And here's the reason why. When we feel true gratitude, it reduces fear, it reduces anxiety, it reduces stress. And also, if you think about it before you go to bed, then what happens is your mind works on it. If you've truly considered it, your mind starts working on it in the background as you sleep. So have you ever really thought hard about something, and then, then life happens, you have to go somewhere, you do a whole bunch of things, etc. And then later on you're in the shower and you're like, do, 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 do. And then all of a sudden, eureka, the answer comes to you out of the blue from a question that you were pondering a few hours ago. That's what happens. That's the power of questions. Your mind is very powerful and does a lot of background work when you're not consciously thinking. Your mind in the background will unconsciously start to solve problems for you. It tries to help you. So you want to start asking yourself the right questions. So what are the right questions? And that, the easiest one is, what am I grateful for today? And then you just try and think of at least 3 things that you were really grateful for. The chances are, if you've gone and you really think about 3 things, then in the background your mind will start going, well, was that actually the thing that I was most grateful for, or was it this? And then your mind in the background starts going and starts comparing a couple of different things, like, was it that smile that I had with my kids, or was it the fact that I got to read a book, or was it the fact that I was healthy, or was it? And you start to consider all the good things. And when your mind is working on what are all the good things, then it's not considering what are all the bad things. And so you're shifting your focus. And if you are sleeping with your mind focusing on all the positives, then you're going to improve your chances of reducing that stress and anxiety. You're going to start to feel happier because you're more grateful. When you're grateful, stress can't exist. They're the opposite. So we want to start to create those feelings. Now, there's a whole bunch of other techniques. I'm not going to go into every single one of them, but I wanted to just start off this conversation because this is something that can benefit a lot of us. And just like perhaps you may know somebody that's, maybe if you know me, then you know me, someone that's fasting during the day and limiting the input of food. Well, just like you're doing that, limit the amount of negativity or potential news that could get you thinking in a bad way before you go to bed. And however hard you're feeling, however bad your day has been, you can always ask the question, what am I grateful for today? And I've asked it despite the hardest of days, despite what has gone wrong. I have always asked, what am I grateful for today? Or what am I grateful for about this situation? And if you really think hard enough, I'm sure you can find a whole bunch of things that you can be grateful for. So this is my tip for today, my little Ramadan tip. I hope it is useful. I hope you're enjoying these live videos. By the way, I will be doing a live series of webinars with my good friend Casey in about a couple of weeks. Once I finalize the details, I'll put the link below this video. You can come and join, and that's how you can become more productive in this time of quarantine. So I have a lot of love for you. Thank you for coming in, tuning in. Once again, Ramadan Kareem. I hope you enjoy these videos. One love, and I will see you very soon. Peace out.